Hey guys, AJ here, back with another live for you. So guys, a lot's been going on with this whole Bud Light thing, so I figured I'd just do a live about it. Because there's a lot of news coming out and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. And guys, this has to be one of the funniest things that I've ever seen. Okay. And guys, I'm gonna keep covering this because this is hilarious. And guys, it isn't gonna get better. It's just not. But Bud Light, I actually think is going to do better than Target because Target's in some real trouble, right? Because Bud Light at least has a parent company, right? There's different brands, but Target's their own company, so they're in trouble. You guys, this whole thing is just hilarious, and I want to keep bringing this back to things like Disney and Netflix, right? So Disney and Netflix, right? All these places that were woke, that had all these woke movies and woke brands and all this crap. Entertainment's a little bit harder to judge, right? Because movies can bomb, shows can bomb, but they can kind of hide the losses or spin things a certain way to still make things seem like they're a win, right? But with Anheuser-Busch, with beer sales and stuff, they have a third-party industries that monitor beer sales, which is why we know so much about Bud Light and Budweiser getting their butts kicked in sales, right? So, guys, we can start out with an article that's basically from CNN saying that companies are actually wary about how they're going to advertise during Pride Month. because the Bud Light boycott, they're like, oh no, what do we do? You know, people don't want to end up like Bud Light, right? So here's an article, guys. Pride Month was once an easy win for brands. Now the stakes are much higher. Yeah, they are much higher, right? Because we've had two companies lose billions of dollars in the last 5 weeks because they decided to zig when they should have zagged, or they had the straw that broke the camel's back, right? Now, guys, if you're into the whole LDHD TV thing, that's your okay, fine. But anyone that knows marketing 101 knows that there's certain brands that should advertise and certain brands that shouldn't, meaning that there's a time and a place, right? Why? Beer? No. I don't know. Bridal magazines? Maybe. I don't know. Like anything feminine. You know what I'm saying? Advertise the LDHG TV stuff all you want, right? Rich Gamers, what's up, man? You know what? I'm not a big cider guy. I'm a big beer guy, but I don't like wine either. You know what I'm saying? But I did have some nice cold cider once at a brewery near me on a really hot day once. That was really, really, really good. So, but yeah, so guys, you know, beer, no. Prada bags, hey, LDHD TV stuff, all you want. Fashion magazines, but not, cars, beer. Barbecue. Can you imagine a barbecue commercial with a trans person? Oh man, oh man, oh man. All right, so guys, we're gonna get in this article. But before we do, guys, please remember to like and subscribe. Drop a comment, guys. Like the stream. And yeah, here we go. So Pride Month was once an easy win for brands. Now the stakes are much higher, guys. And this is from CNN. Okay, this came out today. Look at this. Companies have long embraced Pride Month in June. Look, guys, as an uncomplicated way to market to the members of the LDHG TV community while telegraphing progressive values. Sidebar, guys. There should be nothing wrong with you being a company and putting, traditional values or your own company values out there. Your progressive values shouldn't be the only values that there are, right? Okay, here you go. But this year won't be nearly so straightforward. In recent weeks, two major brands, Target and Bud Light, were targeted, okay, by right-wing media and on social platforms for relatively small LDHG TV initiatives. Small, And you notice how they write it off still as a bunch of right-wing nut jobs that were hating on Bud Light? Guys, Bud Light sales have gone down almost 30%. The world's most popular beer has gone down 30%. I think that's a lot more than just some right-wing nut jobs, right? This is the actual silent majority saying, no, enough. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Bud Light's Instagram partnership with Dylan Mulvaney and a subset of Target's line of goods marketed to Transformers, customers, and allies. Right-wing commentators, politicians, and others called for boycotts, and the brand's employees were threatened with violence. In both cases, the companies seemed cowed. So the CEO of Bud Light, Anheuser-Busch, released a vague statement calling for unity, and Target pulls items from shelves. Boom! Right there, guys. See? So they pissed off their regular customers, and now they pissed off the alphabets. So, guys, Bud Light, I actually made a poll yesterday. So thanks for all you guys who voted on that, right? And from the poll, it looks like you guys said that Bud Light was the company that messed up the most. Let me just double check here. It looks like you guys said, yeah, Anheuser-Busch by 80%. So out of 300 votes, guys, thanks so much for your support and the votes here. 300 votes, 80% said Anheuser-Busch, 17% said Target, and 3% said the LA Dodgers. And guys, we actually might talk about the LA Dodgers thing here in a second, because that's actually flown under the radar here, guys. Drop in the chat if you heard about the Dodgers thing, the LA Dodgers thing. WC Rats, what's up, man? How are you? Let me see. So, both brands say that they continue to support the LDHD TVs, but Bud Light on Tuesday announced a donation to the National LDHD TV's Chamber of Commerce in support of LDHD TV owned small businesses, and Target has continued selling much of its Pride merchandise in stores. So, guys, they just don't learn. They just don't learn. But the backtracking shows that backlash and threats could create a chilling effect for companies and leave them without a clear path forward. Isn't it crazy that this is what it took for them to actually understand that there could be a backlash, right? And I'm going to tell you guys, I just said this like 5 minutes ago. Guys, Disney has been getting woke and going broke for about 3.5-4 years now. Ever since Marvel Phase 4 started, right? It's gotten really, 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 really bad. All the men and all their stuff look like idiots. All the women are strong and independent, right? But Disney, like I said, they are being sued by their investors because they've been hiding all their losses. Star Wars is trash. Indiana Jones is trash. That's owned both those are owned by Disney. Marvel is trash, right? And it's all because of this woke stuff. Here we go. Executives are becoming more skittish about taking these stands and making the strong statements, said Daniel Corson, Associate Professor of Marketing at Drexel University. Wow. Guys, don't ever major in a useless degree like marketing, okay? This isn't Mad Men anymore. Where like marketing, you could actually make a good living, right? Dude, whenever a recession comes, marketing and HR are the first ones to get cut. And look, guys, the only thing that you can do with a degree in marketing is teach, just like this guy, this knucklehead Dan Corson, right? Okay. He says, the pendulum is swinging a bit back towards a more conservative approach where they will be less local. Guys, this is not conservative. It just means that they're trying to make money. Drop in the comments, guys. Do you consider making money, like the actual idea, the bottom line, to be conservative? Like strictly conservative, right? Actually, at this point, it just might be. Because there are people that think that, like, Walmart should be just fine with, and Target should be just fine with like people walking in and stealing stuff because they have insurance. You know what I'm saying? So, oh no, they don't need to make money or anything. Okay. Although support for gay rights has increased over the years, gaining acceptance among most Americans, Transformers acceptance is a much more contentious issue. About 43% of adults said society had gone too far when it comes to accepting people that are Transformers, according to a March survey that's conducted by the Wall Street Journal and NORC. Guys, 43%. That's almost 1 in 2. About 33% says society has not gone far enough. And I guarantee you those are all white women, guys. This 33% is all these white, hippie, progressive, college-educated chicks. You know what I'm saying? With 23% saying that society has reacted about right. So when it comes to accepting people that are lesbian, gay, bisexual, a smaller percentage said 29%. That society has gone too far. So campaigns that may have been considered low risk are now drawing ire from public figures who oppose Transformers' rights along with supporters, creating a PR mess that may hurt sales. Backing away rather than quelling the negative reactions has dismayed the very demographic the campaigns were supposed to reach. Boom! And may close avenues for future inclusive marketing efforts. There you go, guys. Look. Now, guys, they're saying backing away rather than quelling the negative reactions. How in the world are you supposed to quell the negative reactions when the negative reaction is people not buying your product? Someone in the chat, please make that make sense to me, right? We're just here. We're the LDHGT TV community, right? We want you to not listen to your customers and listen to us. Oh, look at that. Look at that, man. Look at that. Allyship is sometimes uncomfortable, and businesses are learning that, said Jared Todd, press secretary of the Foundation of the Human Rights Campaign, which maintains the Corporate Equity Index, a measure of companies' LDHG TV practices. I don't think people realize that quite enough. Boom, guys, sidebar here. Allyship is uncomfortable, so he's basically saying that they should just take the risk when his money's not on the line, okay? Isn't it funny how people who don't work for anything and don't have anything want to tell successful people, or those of us that are trying to be successful, what to do, how to act, how to spend our money? Guys, don't listen. Imagine if I was like, hey, raise your gamer, man. You know that all this money that your company spent on making this new video game, and it's the sequel to a game that made your company and that all your customers are asking for. We think that you should take a risk and make the main character and his sidekick blow each other. What's the worst that could happen? All right. Okay. They might realize it now. Anheuser-Busch lost its spot on the HRC's Foundation Best Places to Work for LDHG TV equality in 2022. And then Gavin Newsom, who certainly shouldn't be talking about anything at this moment because the guy's a moron, said that selling out the LDHG TV community to extremists, okay? So the current landscape is quote unquote alarming. It's alarming to businesses. It's alarming to executives, and it should be. Now, guys, what do you think matters to them more, okay? Losing their HRC rating with the Human Rights Commission or losing billions of dollars? Oh, man. Okay. Here we go. Staying quiet once more staying quiet once may have been an antidote to potential boycotts, but there's not as much of a neutral space anymore. That middle ground is going away. So this year, companies that want to participate in Pride have to be prepared to take a real stance. There you go, guys. I said it once, I'll say it again. Anytime that you enter into this arena of woke stuff, they want to dictate how you do business. They're telling these companies now, Bud Light, Target, now you have to take a stance. We're telling you what to do. Damn, actually fixing your business. Oh no, you have to take a stand or else. Why would you even, if you go woke, you're giving power over your business to the woke crowd. Think about how crazy that is, right? Doug MPA's in the building. What's up, man? A new phase. So conventional wisdom about boycotts was once simple, Caution noted. Angry customers will likely lose interest or get distracted by another perceived corporate transgression. But it, quote unquote, feels that we are moving into a new phase now where politicians are getting much more involved. And they decided to wage war on a large share of its customer base. Because that's what Senator J.D. Vance from Ohio said, that Target decided to wage war on a large share of its customer base. I no longer shop at Target. Guys, this is nothing new. Politicians have always gotten in boycotts. You guys are thinking about the 60s and the 70s when it was conservatives that were trying to boycott everything. Think of the children. Will no one think of the children? You know what I'm saying? There was all kinds of right-wing guys back in the 50s and the 60s and the 70s trying to boycott, Ozzy Osbourne and all that stuff. Now it's just on the other side. But, okay, that involvement from politicians is mobilizing consumers in a way that they might not have otherwise mobilized. I don't think so, guys. Do you really think that anyone listens to what some senator says? It's because this is all over TikTok now. This is all over Instagram. You got guys opening up a Bud Light and being like, "Hey, man, I'm a man," and then drink it and be like, "Hello, boys." When there's a TikTok challenge, that something has gotten popular. Okay. Some of those lashing out have described a campaign against Pride itself rather than Bud Light or Target specifically. The goal is to make Pride toxic for brands. Right-wing commentator Matt Walsh said on Twitter, "If they decide to shove this garbage in our face, they should know that they'll pay the price. It won't be worth whatever, and they'll think again." It is no coincidence that the anti-transformer assault comes as transformer rights are under legal attack across the nation. Guys, I think that as a country, we really don't have anything to do. Like, seriously, like the fact that this whole transformer thing is where it is really, really shows that a lot of people that are worried about this have never had to work for their food, have never had to worry about getting clean water or worry about where the next meal is going to come from, right? Because you look all around the world, in India, the Middle East, Brazil and stuff, they don't have this type of stuff because a lot of times, there's a lot of poor people trying to make it work, or the middle class is middle class and has to work, Okay. More than 200 bills have been introduced targeting transformers and non-barnacle people this year. Transformers are more than 4 times likely to be victims of a violent crime than regular people. This has been a well-funded and coordinated effort to silence the LGHTV community. It's all out assault. Now, guys, despite this whole thing, what we're talking about is the advertising part, right? Guys, there's a time and a place in Doug MPA. Yes, this is the biggest L of 2023, right? It is. Guys, why? Why do you have to put this in beer? Why? Someone needs to answer that question. Why are you going to take a product that has a an established brand and completely go left. Guys, despite popular belief, you can take a brand and you can bring in new customers without alienating your older customers. For instance, let's go here. Who remembers 79 Chevy Caprice? Okay, guys, in the late 70s, early 80s, Chevy had a bunch of big cars, right? They had big cars, okay? But with the gas crunch and everything, the Japanese cars were getting popular. The first Accords, you guys remember the Honda CVCC? The very first Civics. Look at that, 1975. Look at that. These things sold like hotcakes, man, because they were economical, they were reliable, they had decent performance, right? And it was better than driving an old big boat. You know what I'm saying? So Ford and GM were like, we have to enter into the small car market, but they couldn't piss off their regular customers. So if you look, they went from the 1982 Chevy Citation, right? Look at this. So they went to the Citation, which was a piece of junk, right? But this was kind of a holdover, but they still made the big cars, right? Then they made and guys, let me know if you've ever driven a Cavalier. Chevy Cavalier. Look at this. Cavalier. Look at this. They made the Cavalier and it sold. They had the big cars, they had the Cadillacs and all that, but then they started making small cars. Cars that were, they were decent. They weren't a Honda, right? But they were people who wanted to remain loyal to the Chevrolet brand could buy a Cavalier. Look at Ford. Ford had the Escort. 1989 Ford Escort. Right? Look at this thing. Guys, these things did 0 to 60 in 2 weeks, dude. Look at this thing, man. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. They won't. Yep. And Doug MPA says the Chevette. Look at this thing. Chevy Chevette. Guys, look at this. This thing couldn't even get out of its own way, but they started making smaller vehicles, but they still made the big cars. Like I said, the Buicks, the Cadillacs, all this other stuff, but then they started making smaller cars, and they didn't completely change the brand, right? Okay? And that's what made people who wanted smaller cars come to Chevy. They said, you know what? Maybe I don't want to buy one of them their Japanese cars. So they ended up buying a Chevette to their dismay. But you guys know? Okay, look at this. Okay, guys, this to me is the biggest potential marketing blunder in the history of anything, but it didn't happen. Watch. Guys, let me know if you've ever driven a Fox body Mustang. Okay, these are the 80s ones. Okay, let me know if you. I used to have one of these, man. I used to have one of these, but it was white. I had a car just like this, man. I love that car. But guys, this is the 80s Mustangs. This is the Fox body, right? In 1988, they were gonna get rid of this car. And they were going to make the Mustang, guys. I'm not lying. Who remembers the Ford Probe? You guys remember these? The Ford Probe. Guys, this was going to be the new Mustang. They were going to make the Mustang based on a Mazda platform with a 4-cylinder and front-wheel drive, guys. They were going to call this the Mustang. Guys, I'm not making this up. You can Google this. Guys, someone leaked this. Someone leaked this to the press, all right? And Ford got hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of letters of hate mail saying, if you change the Mustang to a Mazda platform, we will riot. I think it was the Mazda 626. No, it was the Mazda MX-6? MX-6. This is what it was based on right here. And they were going to make this the new Mustang, guys. No lie. No joke, dude. Look at that. This was going to be it. Right there. Based on that. And like I said, someone leaked it. And luckily, Ford paid attention to all the hate mail. Imagine being so angry, guys, because this is before email. You had to actually write a letter, like go get paper, get a pen, write a letter, get an envelope, go down to the post office, get a stamp, fold it up, and then mail it. You know what I'm saying? That could have been the biggest disaster in the history of corporations. You know. Anyways, I digress. Yeah, let's see. Groups like GLAAD have seen this reaction before, and it ended up turning around. It's not, guys. Drop in the chat if you think that this is going to turn around, because I don't think it is. Right? Okay. Though Pride has been mainstream for years, there was a time ago when featuring gay, lesbian people in ads could spark a negative response. Guys, it's not about having gay and lesbian people in certain ads. In ads, period. It's about certain types of ads, right? Like there's a time and a place, and there's certain brands. Look at this. 10 years ago, we used to have war rooms behind when a company can have a new ad that included LDHGTV people. There were a couple years where it was rough going. Eventually, sentiment turned towards mainstream acceptance. So they've even admitted, guys, that there's been mainstream acceptance of the basic LDHGTV stuff. But they have to take brands like Bud Light and they have to try and push the envelope. And it's stupid. And now we're seeing what happened, right? Look at that. A 2022 poll conducted by a Morning Consult for Trevor Project found that 29% of U.S. adults personally know someone that is a transformer. Guys, I think that that's BS, dude. Look, I grew up in Wokey McWoke, Washington State, okay? Where if anyone was going to know trans people growing up, it was, I'm from Seattle, all right? I think that it's one of those things where people, they want to show out and be allies, so they lie on these polls, okay? Anyways, the remaining population, said Ellis, is being filled with misinformation and hate and discrimination. So, guys, think what this idiot just said. 29% of adults know someone that is a transformer, but the rest, but if you don't, it's because you have been filled with misinformation, hate, and discrimination. Clown world, guys. Absolute clown world, right? Demystifying Transformers' lives for more Americans will lead to greater acceptance, she said, noting that this is a critical moment for Transformers' rights and acceptance. We need corporate America, and we need these powerful CEOs to help. No, you don't. No, you don't. Guys, OG MGTOW, what's up, man? Guys, if you look at the civil rights era, right? When there was actual like discrimination in the 50s and the 60s, did you see Malcolm X and Dr. King saying, "Hey, we need Coca-Cola to come out and support us." I've never heard any mainstream civil rights leader in the 50s and the 60s try and bully brands like this. You know? Anyways, let me see. Rich Gamer says Bud Light would have been better to get Ellen to advertise their beer. Yeah, no. Yeah, Doug MPA is correct. Ellen got lit. Yeah, they had to end her show because a whole bunch of people came out and said that she's a toxic and terrible person. So that's why her show, which was still at the zenith of its popularity, got canceled, right? So shoppers are willing to overlook. Sorry. It's not just about goodwill. Companies that have remained committed to polarizing positions are often rewarded financially. Nike, for example, didn't waver from its campaign with football player, civil rights activist Colin Kaepernick. The ad was supported by coveted young consumers demographic and won Nike an Emmy. In the years since the campaign, Nike's share price has increased. But let's not be too hasty, because now Nike is in trouble because they partnered with, I think it was either Dylan Mulvaney or some transformer, and a whole bunch of female Olympians are all mad. Nike, let's see, campaign controversy. Let's see. Yeah, look at this. So, guys, I don't know if you know this, but Nike sponsored Dylan Mulvaney also. Look at this. Nike angers FNS after choosing controversial trans influencer Dylan Mulvaney as a new face of its women's sports bra. Look at this. Now, guys, imagine if you were like on the Women's World Cup soccer team. If you were an Olympian, a professional tennis player, a power lifter, that's a woman, and you've been in sports your whole life, and a Nike sponsorship will change your life. And they give it to Dylan Mulvaney, guys. That's what they're angry about. Look at this. Oh, man, guys. The truth is stranger than fiction, dude. The truth is stranger than fiction, bro. Guys, send the asteroid, man. Send the asteroid. What's funny is this knucklehead looks like a lot of the regular yoga instructors out there that are guys. But look at this. Look at this. Yeah. So, guys, I'm gonna do a video on this. Actually, look at this. But yeah, so you have all these women that work their asses off to go to the Olympics, to represent their country, to excel, and a Nike scholarship. Look at that. It remains unclear how much Mulvaney was paid, but insiders dealing with social media sponsorships previously told the Daily Mail that the Dylan Mulvaney could be making more than $50,000 per paid post. Well, guys, what the fuck? Guys, please, someone in the chat, please. Guys, please make this make sense. $50,000. Look at that. Guys, this is unbelievable, man. It's unbelievable. Look at that. I've seen that Dylan Mulvaney is the face of the Maybelline, the face of Bud Light, now the face of Nike. So say women are losing our sports, our only makeup, shitty beer, and now clothes. And look, she says, so we don't have rights to our own bodies, but transformers do. And guys, this is why we never have to worry, because the woke will eat the woke. Okay? Look at that. Look at this. Look at this, guys. Come on, man. Someone, please. Oh, you guys. And like I said, guys, you know what? Someone might think that I hate on Dylan Mulvaney. No, dude, make your money. I don't knock anyone's hustle, right? Look, Dylan Mulvaney's getting that money, right? But it's these knuckleheads that put their brands at risk. All right? Just because Dylan Mulvaney offers to advertise doesn't mean that you have to take this person up on it. But if you can make money, look at this. It's $50,000 to $100,000 for this. So guys, don't get it twisted. Look, I don't knock anyone's hustle. All right, if you want to make money, make money. But I don't like how people are acting like this is some progressive, revolutionary foolishness when all it is a money grab. You know what I mean? Okay, let's get back to the article here. Consumers react poorly when companies say one thing and do another. Lunch. Shoppers are willing to overlook certain changes in stores, like price increases or temporary shortages, but customers bristle at what they see as hypocrisy. Customers react very poorly when companies say one thing and do another. Inconsistency is very disconcerting to many customers. That's partly because when companies walk back decisions, customers will wonder whether they'll do the same in business dealings like return policies. What? That's not it at all. As Corson puts it, if I come to the store with a problem in the future related to just a regular purchase, are they going to walk back promises there too? These days, companies that want to benefit from marketing to marginalized groups have to be ready to back these decisions. Agreed. Jared Watson, assistant professor of marketing at New York University, another person that just smoked a lot of dope in college and managed to barely graduate with a marketing degree. And decided, hey, guys, guess what? I'm going to teach. You know what I'm saying? Clown world, guys. Absolute clown world. When brands are deciding to participate in advocacy in any format, they need to be willing to think about what long-term advocacy looks like, meaning they have to be ready to lose money. It must be nice when it's not their money. Here, why doesn't this Watson guy empty out his bank account, right? Whether they're willing to internalize that support as a value for their brand or not. If they aren't, then it's maybe not something that they should be championing. Facts. That's the first thing that I've heard anyone interviewed say. Guys, whether they're willing to internalize that support as a value for their brand or not. And if they aren't, then it's maybe not something that they should be championing. Fact. Guys, maybe you should think twice before you do this. Because you could get kicked in the sack. You know what I'm saying? When ultimately Watson suspects the higher stakes will have a polarizing impact on brands. Some might decide to play it safe, but others, he said, will lean in. North Face this year moved forward with a pride campaign that features Patty Gonia, a drag queen and environmentalist, and the company isn't backing away despite calls for a boycott from some Republicans. Guys, did you know about this? Hold on. North Face Patagonia. What? What? Look at this, guys. This went right over my head. Guys, have you heard about this? Look at this. In the ad, the social media star clad in a colorful rainbow dress is surrounded by trees, cheerfully proclaims that they, along with the North Face, are inviting everyone to come out in nature. Fuck you guys, I'm so sorry. Oh, you guys, please. Guys, put in the chat how you think that the person behind this marketing campaign pitched it to the boss, you know? Look at that. Patagonia's message that the outdoors is for everyone, including trans people, has resonated with larger audiences online. Their content often features them frolicking in nature and centers on images of inclusion, while also raising awareness of the climate crisis and advocating for the protection of natural resources. Guys, look at this. Someone please. Guys, send the asteroid, dude. Send the asteroid, man. Look at that. Look at that, man. Look at that. Wow. Now they're saying that there's a link between the attacks on LDHGTV people and climate denialism. Okay. I don't know how that links, but there's an obvious connection between the attacks on transformers and gender non-conforming people and those who downplay the climate crisis. What? Guys, tell me if you even think that that's true. How do you link that? Look at that. Look at that. Guys, this went right past me, dude. And guys, the people that are against this are not, they're not bad people. It's just saying, look, like, why does the company that I want to give my money to, like, why? Why are you doing this? You know? Yeah, grumblers, you are correct, man. Investors will stop supporting. Yeah, when it's clearly tied to losing money. Facts. Yeah, Gracia gang. I'm not sure if they pitch it, but just do it on their own and then ask forgiveness. Facts. Well, no. Actually, I think that the whole company knows. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna drop the link for anyone who wants to join. Hold on. 1 second, guys. All right, let me drop the link to see if anyone wants to join. Woke Rich I gave it to someone wake up Sephiroth because it's time. Because it's time to summon a meteor. Oh man, who remembers Final Fantasy VII, dude? You know what? Final Fantasy VII. Look at this. Who remember? I still have this game. I still have the originals were. I have this. I have the whole. I have the box. I have the games, and I have the booklet. And it's worth $400. That's awesome, dude. Look at that. Look at this. Final Fantasy. What? No way. Hold on. Oh, this is. Hold on. Oh, this is unopened. Look, Final Fantasy VII, Black Label. So this is one of the first copies, unopened. Look at that. It's going for $22,000. Guys, are people high? Like, what's going on? Who would pay that for this game? Hold on. Let me share this. Look at this. Brand new in the box, guys. Look at that. $22,000 is the bid on this on Final Fantasy VII. Dude, people are on drugs, dude. Why would you do that? But yeah, man, I remember playing this game. This game was amazing. Still is. to this day. I haven't played the remakes at all, you know. But yeah, man, dude, guys, do yourselves a favor and play Final Fantasy VII in any way possible, right? This game is great. But my favorite, guys, and yes, I'm off topic here, guys. This game is my effing white whale, dude. I cannot beat this game. I've been trying to beat Final Fantasy Tactics since 1997. Guys, I cannot beat this game, dude. I've had to start over so many times. You know what I mean? Look at that. This game is amazing. I have it for my iPad now. I have the original one for my PlayStation, right? But I was almost through it in my iPad, and then my old school iPad broke. So now I have to start it all over again, guys. But if you haven't played Final Fantasy Tactics, dude, you need to play Final Fantasy Tactics. You need to play Final Fantasy 9, and you have to play Final Fantasy 9. FF9. As Final Fantasy 9 was good, Final Fantasy 8 was kind of dog shit, dude. Sorry. It just was. And then the other one, Xenogears. Yeah, look at this, dude. Look at that. Look at that. Wait a minute. Look at this. They're asking 10 grand for an in-case copy of Xenogears. And they were asking 29,000 for a never opened copy of Final Fantasy VII. Look at that. 10 grand. Dude, what is with people? Someone send the meteor, dude. Like, seriously. And then hold on, last one. Valiant Hearts. Not Valiant Hearts. Someone in the comments help me. Square Enix Valiant. It's called Valiant something or other. Vagrant Story. There it is. That's it. Yeah, this game's the shit too, man. This is a good game. Right here. Check this out, man. This is a great game. This is a great game. Guys, Rogue Galaxy. Check this out. Galaxy. Guys, check this game out, man. This game's amazing. Is this Square Enix too? This is like an intergalactic western, but it's a role-playing game, guys. Check it out. I have this on my PS4. I know. Yeah. Grumbler said y'all are old. Hey man, I'm 42 years old, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, he beat the advanced version on Game Boy Advance. Yeah, Tactics Ogre, man. Yeah, that's a good game too, man. Yeah, dude. Xenogears. All right. So Grumblers, I don't know how old you are, but Xenogears. Discs. Look at this. Xenogears came on 2 discs, bro. Look at that. That's how big this game was. And it was crazy because it came on 2 discs. And then Final Fantasy VII did too. Someone remind me, how many discs that did Final Fantasy VII come in? Final Fantasy VII PS1 discs. Look at this. And look, Final Fantasy VII was 3 discs long, man. Man, that is old school, man. Look at that. Look at this. 1, 2, and 3. Look at that. Look at that. Hey, man, you know what? I always say, look, man, because everyone thinks that I'm in my late 20s or early 30s, but I always tell them that it's not the paint job, it's the mileage, bro. Oh, man. You know what's crazy is that any type of red pill stuff, it's crazy that guys that are 19, 20 to 50 can all agree on the same thing, that all this woke trash is foolishness, right? Now, guys, we're going to look at a video here. And props to Doug MPA for bringing this to my attention, Jackson. Matter of fact, I will go to his channel and look at this. If you aren't subscribed to Doug MPA's channel, man, check out his channel, man. He goes into a lot of the facts and data and statistics about all this red pill stuff, right? So where are we? Look at this. Jacksonville Budweiser Plant feels the squeeze as sales fall by 40%. 40%. Look at this. Okay, here we go.
Doug MPA back with another video. So the Bud Light boycott is going into month number 2. And ground zero for this boycott is Jacksonville, Florida, with sales down by 40%. Great job, Jacksonville. Unfortunately, there is a Budweiser plant in Jacksonville and the workers are really feeling the pinch. It's an unfortunate side effect, but it goes to show you Anheuser-Busch did not think about any of these people.
And that's facts. That's facts, man. Absolute facts.
Before they made that stupid mistake in April of 2023, which I still say is the biggest L of 2023. Let me know in the comment section if you can think of a bigger L than this Bud Light boycott. We're going to get into this news story about the Budweiser plant in Jacksonville, Florida. Before I do that, hit the like button on the video, subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. It shows you support me and what I'm doing over here. Let's see what's going on in Jacksonville.
Tonight on the 10 o'clock news, the fallout from the Bud Light controversy after an ad promotion with a transgender influencer is now affecting local business. News for Jax has heard from a worker with Anheuser-Busch here in Jacksonville who says it is.
Look at this dude's tie, man. Dude, I can't hear you. Your tie is too loud. Oh, man.
Hitting local employees hard.
It comes as a new report shows Jacksonville has a higher drop-off in sales than the rest of the country. In fact, around 40%. News for Jax reporter Scott Johnson is joining us live outside the Anheuser-Busch facility.
Dude, he looks like he's hot. What's the temperature out there? Look at how sweaty he is.
On the north side tonight, Scott?
It's the huge facility here, Tarek, on Bush Drive that all the people on the north side know very well. A lot of people work here. The issue is that New York Times article that shows the drop-off is that 40% mark. A considerable drop in business for Bud Light. And the locals who work here say it's hard on them.
So I don't think that the national sales drop is going to get above 30%. I think it's right around 28 or 29%.
Okay, so this is where I know Doug MPA, you're in the chat. This is where I got to disagree. I think that it's going to hit about 32 to like 35%. And when the 4th of July comes, oh man. And then it's really going to get bad, bro. Guys, let me know what you think, like how bad things are going to get on 4th of July weekend. Do you think, because they're already giving Bud Light away. No one's buying it, right? And Bud Light might actually lose its number one spot as a number one beer in the next couple of weeks too.
But 40% is huge. And Jackson,
imagine, guys, they were already the number one beer, right? Imagine that you already have the fastest car on the track and you decide to, hey, let's take 2 of the wheels off the car. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Look at that.
Jacksonville is a major metropolitan area. That goes to show you how conservative Jacksonville is. I've only been to Jacksonville once, but I've never spent a lot of time there. But I guess it's rather conservative with a 40% sales drop off during this Bud Light boycott.
The Grumblers, I think that it's close. I don't think that it has yet. So
the huge Anheuser-Busch plant on Jacksonville's north side is a major employer, and employees are feeling the pinch of the national conservative-led boycott of the beer brand following the controversy involving a promotional ad.
And remember, it's not just conservatives now. You have people on the left boycotting because Anheuser-Busch is didn't stick by the Mulvaney thing when this boycott thing started. They're trying to keep it quiet and hoping that it hushes over, but it's not going to.
With transgender influencer Dylan Mulvaney, the New York Times cited sales data that showed Jacksonville sales are down more than most anywhere else, falling roughly 40% from April to mid-May. Here's what one worker who asked to not be identified wrote to News4Jax. This boycott backlash sounds cool, but in the end, it isn't affecting anyone but the people at the bottom that have nothing to do with any marketing.
Oh, guys, here, everyone, please stop and get your violins. You can get your violins, dude. You know what I mean? I don't feel bad for any of these knuckleheads. The only people that I feel bad for are the distributors. But anyone who works for Anheuser-Busch, sorry, you know what I'm saying? Write a letter to your CEO. How about that? But these distributors, they're losing money and that are telling Bud Light to buy the beer back so that they can make a living, right? Those are the people who I feel bad for.
I'm still proud to work for AB. This place was my dream job ever since I was a kid. We'd be driving by it and get hit with that smell that everyone on the north side knows and loves.
Yeah, he needs to write that letter to Anheuser-Busch.
There you go. Yep.
And the marketing department
go.
should have considered that before they made that stupid mistake.
Yep.
Out at Jacksonville Beach, we stopped by the Wreck Tiki Bar and Lounge. Have you seen the drop-off here at your bar?
I've seen it. You know, it took about a month just to see the difference that it made.
Fernando Meza is a co-owner who says the sales are down and distributors are just not delivering.
Well, he's a Jaguars fan, so obviously he doesn't make good decisions.
As much Bud Light because they know it's not selling.
I'm just seeing not many people buying Bud Light as much as they used to. They're going to other beers.
You've been in the bar world a long time. Have you ever seen anything like this?
Yes, but not in reference to marketing or stuff that was caused by marketing. I've seen some beers where generation change and that beer is not consumed as much.
Yeah, so what he's saying is there are people get older and those people, they stop going to bars as much, and the beer associated with their generation isn't consumed as much. It's like a lot of people under 30, they consume seltzers instead of beer. What he's saying is this is the first time he's ever seen this happen due to purely marketing. I'm telling you, this is such a big L for Anheuser-Busch.
And this is just one bar. Another bartender told News4Jax they haven't sold one Bud Light in a month.
Haven't sold one Bud Light in a month.
That's crazy. That is
I love it.
Absolutely insane. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. You know, Gen Z and millennials is seltzers and like liquors, like Henny and all that other stuff these rappers do. You know what I'm saying? Advertise, you know? And it just is what it is, you know? There's always ebbs and flows, you know what I mean? But for instance, craft beer is up. If you look at, you know, millennials and Gen Z and even older, even younger Gen X drink more craft beers than regular beers anyways, right? So.
And as far as what's next for Anheuser-Busch, this boycott, so to speak, has been going on around a month and a half or so. What happens in the long term for their business model? I talked to a financial analyst coming up at 11 with details on that. For now, we're live on the north side. Scott Johnson, Channel 4, the local station.
Crazy. Look at that, guys. Look at that. And guys, here's the thing. And I'm going to do a video this tomorrow. Anheuser-Busch has lost a staggering $15.7 billion in value since Bud Light controversy began. 15.7 billion with a B. Look at that. Look at that. And they're saying Coors and Miller might have a beer shortage because so many people are buying their stuff. Look at that. And they're like, oh, this is gonna, you know what I mean? This is all bullshit, BS, blah. No, people aren't having it. Did you guys see the president fell down again today? Guys, I just try to not get. I only get into politics to talk about woke stuff and silly stuff. And guys, say what you want about Joe Biden, but come on, dude. Like, does he even know where he is anymore? Guys, I can only criticize the person that's in charge right now. I'm not really rooting for anyone. All I'm saying is that do they really want to do a weekend at Bernie's and get Joe Biden out on the campaign trail again? Oh man, look at that, guys! What were they thinking, man? This is that. Look at that! Look at that, man! Look at that! 15.7 billion, guys. Look at that. Yeah, I try and drink a lot of local beers too. You know what I'm saying? And grumblers, that doesn't mean that alcohol is dying. Alcohol is one of the sex work and war are the three things that all cultures have. Okay. And what's funny is, hold on, look at this. Rise in alcohol use in the UK. Look at this, guys. Alcohol, look at that. Millions in the UK drinking to harmful levels of alcohol at home. And the reason why, guys, is because they've always had a pub culture in the UK. But now they have liquor stores where you can buy beer and go home. So people are just getting crunk, man. You know? Yeah, they are saying that that Gen Z is not drinking as much, you know. But then again, a lot of people who are Gen Z are young and in countries where, you know, Mary Jane is legal now, so that could be it too, you know. So and then look, guys, let's look at this. So Target's already lost $13.8 billion. And this was from mass theft. Okay? So this is people running in and stealing stuff. Now they're losing another $10 billion. I think it was like $10 billion in less than a week. Okay? So they're already losing billions of dollars. And then they do this too. Like, this is crazy. Look at that. Target's losing billions in value is unlikely about boycotts. The stock price has been trending downward. And it calls for a boycott because of the LDHGT TV stuff. They lost 20% of their value. Wow. That's crazy, man. That is nuts. The rapid decline in the company's market has been heralded by some as a sign of the boycott of the brand, working with $14 billion knocked off its market capitalization. Where is it? Look at that. What were they thinking? Look at this. The retail giant's not only is not the only brand to face calls for a boycott. Hold on. Its first earnings, they had flat comparable sales. So on top of them already hurting from the cough, and then on top of them getting all their stuff stolen, look at that. Target expects profits to take a $1.3 billion hit, well, a $1.3 billion hit from theft and organized theft. Look at that. So, guys, why? If you're already dealing with all this, why would you do a LDHGT TV tuck your dong in type thing? You know? Oh, you mean buying lesbians mansions? Look at this. Did you hear this, guys? BLM bankruptcy. Look at this. Look at that. Look at this. Look at that. BLM on the brink of bankruptcy, called out for shady finances. Guys, this is one of the biggest scams that there ever was, guys. Buying lesbians mansions, guys. That's all this is. How do you make... Look, tax documents show that BLM ended the financial year with $8.5 million while still owing millions to organizers and relatives of the co-founder of Patrice Cullors. So she didn't even pay her relatives off. Crazy. How do you make $90 million? And this is from Black Enterprise. So, you know, look at that. Look at that. A new team member, Shalomia Bowers, because of course, right? Who replaced Cullors has also been accused of managing money in a lawsuit from the sister organization Black Lives Matter Grassroots. The group accused Bowers of blazing a path of irreparable harm to BLM and transferring millions to his firm. Shalomia is a man? Oh no, you guys. Oh no. Look at this. Guys, I really, really, really hope that no one that subscribes to me fell for this foolishness. Okay? Because now look, now it's all out in the open, guys. For years and years and years and years and years and years, we were saying this. We were saying you had black people saying that this is foolishness. Most of the black, especially black men that I know, we knew that BLM was crap from the start. But there was more white people, especially white women, trying to say, you guys don't know BLM, blah, 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 trying to woke-splain this stuff to us. Anyone who's listening to this, look at this. So BLM's finances under fire. Only 33% of donations given to charities as execs were paid millions of dollars. Following the deletion of George Floyd, so supporters donated a staggering $90 million to BLM. And then this last fiscal year, they ended in the hole by $9 million. Look at that. 30 million of the 90 million went to other charitable organizations, with $22 million going to expenses. This includes $1.6 million that went to the father of BLM co-founder Patrice Cullors for security services. Another $2.1 million went to a board member for consulting. What? Look at that. Look at that. Cullors left leadership after documents revealed she spent millions on a luxury home in LA and Georgia. Look at that. And of course, no accountability, because women never take accountability, right? I've been relentlessly attacked on the media. Look at that. Guys, don't ever fall for this, all right? Don't ever. And if anyone... guys, to any of my white listeners, subscribers, don't ever let anyone call you an istophobe if you don't support the Black Lives Matter organization. Don't let them do it, because you are smart and whoever supports them is dumb. Don't ever let people tell you how to think, guys. Don't ever let people do it, ever. Okay? And I guarantee, guys, all these people that are showing out out for a BLM and trying to lecture you as a white guy, ask them, hey, so what do the black people that you talk to think about this? Most of them don't even know any black people. Most of them don't even know any. We want the border. They don't even know any Hispanic people. Okay, it's a joke. That's all it is. So, guys, yeah, it's bad, man. It's real bad. You know, and this Bud Light thing, guys, it isn't going away. And I think that a lot of companies now are actually seeing the whole get woke, go broke thing, right? And guys, I'm going to make a video tomorrow. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This movie is going to flop. It's going to bomb, right? Because it's only making money in the United States, but the rest of the world, no. And I'm waiting to see what the second weekend drop off is going to be. But guys, look, this has to be one of the wokest movies ever. And look at this. Little Mermaid criticized by prominent diversity advocate for its dangerous erasure of slavery. So guys, woke enough. Can never woke enough. Okay? They already had a black Ariel. They had her be strong and independent. Okay? All of her sisters are of all different races or whatever. And now the wokers are saying, oh, because this took place in the 1800s, they should have talked about slavery. Guys, this shows once again that you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. So, all right, you guys, I'm going to shut this bad boy down. Mortis Phoenix says, my brother who doesn't pay attention to woke stuff saw the trailer in theaters with me, and the first thing he said was, bro, she's black. Yeah. No, grumblers. It's an island nation. It's like a Jamaican or it's okay. Say Little Mermaid in this particular movie. It takes place on like a Caribbean island or whatever, but with like European people. There's beaches, there's palm trees, right? And yet there's like black people, there's like a whole bunch of white people, but then the queen or whatever is black. This movie's a mess, dude. It's a mess. Absolute clown world, man. Guys, don't support this crap. Please don't. That's the best thing that we can do for all this is just don't support it. If anything looks stupid, I don't know. I don't know if it was the British Caribbean. I realized that the Brits did abolish slavery early. But look, they didn't have the type of look, this movie's trash. I'm not gonna even try and make sense of this, okay? No. I'm gonna get a migraine, okay? So, but all right, you guys, I'm gonna shut this down. Thanks for all the support, guys. Like the stream, drop a comment. I appreciate you guys' support. And yeah, guys, that is true. The Woman King, when they showed that, there was the French and the British were actually trying to stop that African tribe from selling slaves. So, but that's the story for another day. Yeah, you guys have a good night, and I'll see you in the next one.